now.
Dat is wie verstopte kanaal.
Yes. Can't save them all, but I can have pieces of them. Good grief. That saw is amazing. Just cuts this metal like butter. How cool is that? So what is going on, you guys? Welcome to today's video. Shout out to York for bringing the big old saw, because now we have these awesome, what will soon be art display pieces for the house. Again, I can't buy, I mean, you could buy all the cars, but with space restraints and money, obviously, to have every version of the Golf 3, which I want to do right now, not realistic, but to have a piece of each one is very doable, much smaller, and honestly, how cool is that? So this would be an art display. I'm probably gonna put a green taillight in here. I'll put the trim back. I might cut it down a little bit more on top of here and this side, but how cool is that? So I want to get Avenue, Bon Jovi, Pink Floyd. I want to have all of them that I can't actually buy the entire car, whether it's rusted or it's not good condition, but most times this portion of the car is always good. So not all the cars have the sticker here. So the ones that I'll do, I'll cut this entire thing out and have this as a display, or the rest of them I'll have just this piece. But I want to do with this, actually, I want to go through, sand all this smooth and get like a little L bracket so it can stand on a shelf like that. And that way I can go through and have all of them, whether Avenue, Bon Jovi, Pink Floyd, whatever ones that actually have badges right here, special, we can cut them out, make a little plaque, and it's super cool. Actually, Greg gave me the idea to do this, and I've seen this style in shops before, so best of both worlds. I can't buy this entire Avenue because the car is rusty and moldy and it's just not in good condition, but I can save this, which I think is super, super cool. So I went through and put the weather stripping back in. I have to cut it right here and cut it right there, but this section will all be like just how it's supposed to be. I need to go through and get my grinder and smooth all this out so I don't like serrate my hand. Yeah, definitely be a cool display. Wash it, clean it up, maybe a little wax, get the paint looking nice, throw a green taillight in it, and it'll be the perfect art display. This one is all done and good to go. All the edges have been smoothed out. No more sharp edges, you know, tear your hand up. And then same for this one. I did all of this side through here and then down the bottom, just in case you go to grab it and move it, you don't tear your hand up, because that would suck. What I think I'm gonna do now though, because obviously I don't want to leave the exposed metal. What I'm gonna try and do is find some like universal like black trim. That way I can like seam sealer all the side and do like a black trim line around the entire thing. That way you won't see these little edges anymore where the paint kind of chipped. It'll be a nice clean border on the entire thing, and it'll be seam seared up. And then same for this one. Do like something like this, kind of like this trim, but seam sear all this, and then just put a gasket around the entire thing. That way it's covered up. You're not gonna cut yourself, and it's all like protected. But this is gonna be such a cool display. Like, that's so sick. And actually I still have the wiring back here for the lights. So I could put some power to it and have it actually come on, but like this is gonna be so cool. And eventually I'm gonna have like Bon Jovi, Rolling Stone, I'm gonna have all of them and just displays. I said this would be a nice little L bracket, a nice little stand like so, and then this one will have different versions where it says Pink Floyd, whatever it says on the back, and then a taillight for it. It's really expensive. The taillight portion is very expensive to do this, but I think it'd be worth it. I said I can't buy all the cars to the space and, you know, money, but I at least have portions of every car, which I think will make a very cool display. All right, so aside from my beautiful new art pieces, look what else I scored today. These are for the new Jetta wagon. Wait for it. Woo-hoo-hoo. Shoot, let me pull one out real fast. Yes, sir. Look at that. OEM. These are from the OEM Bosch projector, the xenon headlights for the Mark IV bore over here, because the Us-spec ones, I don't think I ever got these headlights, but same styles like the projectors on the R32. V5 full motion got them as well. But how sick are these things? I have those, I have the ballast for them, and I have the other one right over there. Bam. But nice OEM. I'm gonna have Andy go through, repolish it, because sadly, even for these nice headlights, still plastic. The Jettas and the Boras always got the plastic stuff for some reason, which kind of sucks, but still, I'll and go through, polish this all up, clear it, and they'll look brand new. But these are gonna look so good on the Jetta wagon. It's definitely been a pretty good day so far. Again, massive thank you to Jurg for bringing out that massive saw, cutting out the Mark III for me, and then also thank you to Marvin for hooking it up with the awesome headlights. We're finally back home, and look how good this thing is looking. Look at that, boys. We got a lanyard on it. I fixed a little keyring at the bottom. She's good to go. Let's get a little cold start action here. It feels so good hopping in this thing. Clutch in. Oh, I forget that. I can't wait to make it louder. stock though, that's a pretty good sound. Got the girl pulled forward. This thing is filthy and desperate need of a bath. I've been working all week, haven't had time to make any videos, but got a little bit of time today. Wanted to do a quick little overview of this car, what the plans are, and that kind of stuff going forward. So in the last video I had said I'm not sure if we'll actually get the waiver for this car because Casey's gone. Very hard to do paperwork and that kind of stuff, but it's looking like the paperwork for this car and also the Mark II Jetta are both gonna get through and pass no problem, which means I'll be able to register this car before I have to sell that one, which is awesome and very good news. And that also means very soon this car is going back to bone stock. Very, very sad. I mean, I absolutely love this thing, but we've got the new daily, it's got the VR6. This one can go back home, this one can't. It just kind of is what it is, but this car served us well and everything's coming off. Wheels, adapters, suspension, lip, everything, seats, it's all coming out of there. Also think I might steal the very cool bubble dash that this one has. You can see right there. These ones, some of the Bora sedans and then the Bora wagons have this cool dimple dash. I might pull that, put this into that car, and then also take the radio setup because I like that more than that one in there, which we'll talk about in just a minute. But yeah, it's almost time to go back to bone stock for this thing. Also, look at this. That one's the right way, and the back one's the right way. That never happens. And have both on one side? Not bad. All right, so quickly, I want to talk about a few things that I've realized on this car that I'm not quite sure what. It's a mix between European parts and American parts, and it's kind of weird. Like I said, this car was bought by a German guy from the States, imported to Germany in 2008, and then owned by him, and now I have it. But it's weird because obviously it's a US-spec car. You see we've got that there, clearly US-spec car. We've got this there, but I thought the US-spec ones had the very large, like longer bumper. This one has a stubby one, same as my Bora over there. Also, I was planning on going through and swapping out these mirrors to do the blue glass on this one and the stubby one over there because we have the large style mirror and then also the other full-size mirror. Whereas the Boras and the Golfs have one large size like this and the passenger is stubby, as you can see, and then also blue glass. But what I noticed, this car has two full sizes you just saw, but they're both already blue glass. Like, look, blue glass in this one, which is getting kind of faded. I got some new ones today, but blue glass in this one, which is not the original one either because the normal one has a line right here, but blue glass in that one. And then also we have a full size mirror on the passenger side, also blue glass, and it's OEM too. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. It's kind of weird, but kind of cool at the same time. So now I only need to do one new mirror itself, mirror glass for this side, which I already got today. I'll swap that out. Also, you guys already saw it already has a Euro switch for the fog lights. I did realize the radio works, but for some reason, oh, please stop that. So obnoxious. Stop beeping at me. Thank you. Turn on. So this works, but the touch, I'm not sure if it needs a remote. I need to check in the back, but for some reason, like, let's see if it loads. Please turn on. You're so slow. So you can hear it, and it was working before, but I don't know if it's supposed to be touch or like a remote, but nothing seems to work. And this doesn't like turn or move, and you can do menu, but I can't click anything. And this is just like for brightness, that's just like menu, and then this does that, but I can't touch anything. So I don't know if it's broken or there's a remote for it, but this whole thing probably needs to go. You guys know I'm much more a fan of the OEM radio. It looks nicer to me and it's functioned properly. This thing, I don't know, it looks not terrible, but like I don't know if it works or the remote, so that's probably going away. I also noticed that the volume controls on the steering wheel don't work with this radio, which isn't the biggest deal because I want to put that steering wheel into this car, but this one does have cruise control being an automatic car, so you just right here hit it, it shows cruise right there, and then you set it with this. But I'm not sure if I take this wheel out and don't have these controls anymore, can I still set cruise control with just the stock, or do I need to have this? Because I did find a wood steering wheel out of a T5 bus, I want to say, that's wood top half, wood bottom half with the controls, whereas that one's wood as well, but it's a 3-spoke with no controls. All right, what else do we have? Oh, the floor mats. They're very cool design on them, but obviously they're not for a Mark IV. Supposed to have the holes and they're supposed to pop on, but nice full set front, and the ones back there in the rear. I do, however, have 2 sets of actual Mark IV Jetta floor mats. I'll swap in here. They said Jetta on the side. Very cool, very fitting. Over here, we'll swap out all these ones for my aluminum GT anniversary pedals. Those will go in. Probably take these seats out and swap in my Recaros. They are nice because they are memory and they're heated, but their cars are just so much nicer. I'm gonna try and find either someone to do upholstery to fix the rear whether it's cut, or I'll just get a new back section, or maybe leave these. No, actually the leather is different. The pattern on those seats is different than these seats, and I don't want it to like be different. And also they say Recaro on the back, so we'll swap these out, maybe sell them, maybe hang on to them. I'm gonna swap the one from my car because the lid here is broken and there's no more clip, but not really a big deal. Other than that, not bad. Oh, also, I'm not sure. I know the US-spec Jettas have the cup holders right here. I'm not sure. This isn't a European one because there's no button for the gas door. It's over here like the American cars do. But I'm not sure. I thought I was supposed to have cup holders here. I mean, I have them here, which is nice, but I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe it's just like that. We've also got, wait for it, bam, red ashtray. I know all the European guys love these things. Again, clearly a US-spec car. Got a 12 volt right there, no big deal. Also, I did learn, so someone said swap out the glove box to the European one. I didn't realize the American one is much smaller. Same size on the outside, but on the inside, it's like 50%. There's this giant piece here and right there. You can't fit half the stuff in. So I'll swap this out for a European one that gives you all of this space, like this side and this side. Honestly, it's like 50% of the space. You can only fit like small size things in there, where the European one, it's the entire thing. So definitely swapping that out. So moving to the back of the car, nothing really back here. Oh, this. Yeah, this tint's got to go. If you've seen any of our cars, none of our cars have tint. I like the fishbowl look. I don't know, the tint, I hate not being able to see, and at night it's just like so dark and it does, you know, this. So I'm a no tint kind of guy. So all of this, I think back window, yeah, all of that is coming off. And then go back real fast. If you look again, this is the American size glove box. You can see giant piece, and now we'll go over to the Bora and I'll show you how much bigger that one is. Also, there's a new crate here, and this is a roll cage for a Mark 1. Just things keep showing up. But looking inside here, look how much bigger this one is. See that? Nothing here, all of this space. So 100% putting one of those in my car. And then also while I'm here, I'm also gonna put the chrome shift bezel in my car as well, like that. What else do we have on this car? Oh, a lot of people ask me, am I gonna keep the US-spec grub strip or swap to the Bora one? While the car is here, I think it's cool to have a US-spec Jetta in Germany versus just another like Bora lookalike for right now. So while the car is here, all the US-spec stuff will stay for the most part. Like the hatch will stay for right now. This will stay for right now. And let's go back to the United States. We'll swap this out for the smooth Bora style one with the indent in the front for the plate, and then in the back we'll pull the hatch off and do a Euro hatch with the long one through here. But right now I like this one. It's got the nice Jetta. It's got a VR6 on it, so for right now that one can stay. And also, like I showed, it already has the stubby bumper, which I prefer much more than the big one, so again that can stay as well. All right, what else do we got? Oh, taillights. We'll swap the ocean taillights off my Bora onto this car. It does have the nice all reds, but the all red with the clear looks very good, so we'll swap those out. You guys have already seen the new headlights for the front. We have the coilovers, we have wheels. I don't have an exhaust yet, need to get one of those. We have seats for the inside, steering wheel. Most of that stuff for this car is pretty much already covered. Ooh, also, so you guys have seen this car needs brakes. Currently it has a 288 for the VR6 in the front, so 288 front, and we have the 239 solid rotor in the rear. What I do have, and what I almost did on that car but never got around to doing, I have the full brake system from the VR5 4Motion. So that car is 312 in the front and 256 vented in the rear. Now I can't run the rear because it's 4Motion. I need the proper carrier to hold the caliper for the rear if I want to run 256 vented in the rear from the 239, but the VR5 caliper for the 312 does work up front. So our first upgrade for this car, because we already have to do brakes in the car anyways, might as well upgrade. So we'll do 312 in the front, 239 in the rear, and if I get the proper carrier arm, we can do 312 in the front, 256 vented in the rear, and have a very nice upgrade for the brakes. So I think that pretty much covers everything for this car. It's just going to be a daily. Most of the parts of the car we already have, but it's really cool to see the Bora version and the Jetta version just, you know, side by side. Same as like when I had my Jetta next to the Vento and just comparing back and forth between the European market and the American market. Even though this car has a bunch of parts on it that are kind of weird, I still don't know where this full-size mirror with the blue glass came from. It's cool. I'm glad it has it, because I was gonna do the stubby one, but having a full size with blue glass I think is awesome, so that can stay. But it's kind of a weird mix of just US-spec and Euro-spec, but we'll make it even more once we put like the European pieces inside, the headlights and that kind of stuff. It'll be a cool car. I'm hyped. Like I said, we already have the front lip. We'll do the rear one off this car. We'll go right to that car. Marvin has some side skirts we'll put on that car because these ones are glued on there and they will stay with this car. We have the 4Motion lip off Casey's car. Like I said, just a mix of parts from all over the place, all onto one wagon. It's gonna be It's gonna be sick. This is gonna be the ultimate daily. I would also absolutely love to take this car to Andy, have the entire thing paint corrected and then ceramic coated, and have this thing. I want this car to look jet black. Right now it's kind of like that grayish tint to it because it's dirty, but I want this car to be like murdered out jet black. Ooh, also coming to the front, I absolutely love the Mark IV Jetta front end, and honestly the grill I think is really good looking. But if anyone's got one of these, the Project Zoo bore front grill, that one right up in there with the single bar, if you got one of those, let me know. I would love to have that for this car. I also thought about swapping over the trunk spoiler here to that car, but with this Sikaflex stuff, I'm confident I could pull this car. Look at this, like I'm yanking on this thing. I feel like it might be a giant pain to get off there, so we might just leave it and get a new one for that one, because don't know if I want to fight it. Maybe heat it up in the fishing line might come off, but I know that stuff is like, I'm shaking the whole entire car. Like, it's on there so good. So we'll see how difficult it is to pull that off there. Woohoo! These look so good in there. Stock's not terrible, but like, woo! And once Andy goes through, cleans them up, polishes them, and clears them, they will look brand new. And then these things here are the ballast on the HID. They sit above the fender liner and bolt up just like that. So this one goes to the bottom down there, and then this one is your main headlight harness with the connector that plugs up like normal. Look at that. Got that fresh blue glass. You can see this one has a line right there, where this one is just smooth the entire way. So that's the actual European one compared to this one. I'm not sure where this is from, but you can see all of it separating and it looks crappy now. So we'll swap it out for this one and be good to go. Got the old beat up one off. It looks to be, at least the plastic looks to be OEM. And there's actually, you can kind of see at the right angle maybe, there is a line that goes across here. It's not like this at all. It's kind of like etched on there. It's like a faint, like dark blue line. I don't know. I'm not sure where this glass is from, whether it's OEM or not. I don't know. But it looks ugly, so swap into the nice fresh one. Nice fresh edges. Good to go. Shoot, we fancy now. Kind of thought I was going to crack it putting it back in, but we're all good. So even though I would absolutely love to go through and just change everything on this car right now, lower it, wheels, exhaust, all that kind of stuff, I'm gonna leave it bone stock until after inspection, make sure I have my long plates, it's good to go, then we can go through, load the parts cannon, and just fire away. So as I said earlier, all I'm waiting for is the waiver for this car. Once I have that, it's go time. I gotta figure out where in the house I'm gonna put this. This thing is so cool. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hope you're excited about the VR6 Jetta Wagon, because believe me, I am so excited. Like, I am genuinely still just beyond hyped on this car. Don't forget, be thankful for every single day. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.